so glad that you could join me in this video. And if you are new here and you like to see different types of recipe videos, grocery hauls, meal plans, that sort of thing, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel so you can see what I'm up to and different recipe inspiration that might inspire you to try a new recipe or a new product. And in today's video, I have a grocery haul and meal plan to share with you. I ventured out to my local grocery store. I just went to my local Meijer just because it's the closest grocery store. And I also needed to pick up a prescription. So I figured I might as well pick up some groceries while I am there. And when I got there, it wasn't too crowded at all, which was really nice. But then as I was grocery shopping, the store got a little more crowded. And then when I'm checking out, it just takes like so much longer, but that is okay. I wore my mask and took all the precautions needed. And before I left, I went through my freezer and my pantry to see what ingredients I had that I wanted to use up, because I do have a pretty well-stocked pantry with a lot of grains and beans. I normally keep a few bags of dried beans, and I buy my rice in bulk and quinoa in bulk. So I usually have that on hand, and I still am going through all of that, which is great. So I have not had to replenish that during this crazy time. And so I wanted to pick up some fresh produce mainly, and then just wanted to see what the grocery store actually had, and then kind of do my meal plan from there. And I'm actually pretty proud of myself because I've been struggling in the meal planning department the past few months, and I think I came up with some good ideas, and that is gonna allow me to use up some of my pantry and freezer things that I have on hand, especially because I'm going to be moving later this month and I want to use that stuff up as well. So let me go ahead and show you what I got in today's grocery haul. I am so excited that my local Meijer now carries Beyond Meat, and they have the Beyond Beef, the ground vegan meat, and I'm so excited. And I'm gonna make a goulash, which is one of my favorite things to make. I already have all of the elbow noodles, the tomato sauce, diced tomatoes, everything else needed, so I thought that would be so good. So I'm definitely adding that to this week's meal plan. And if you haven't tried this is really good. It is a little expensive, but I guess when you're comparing it to like hamburger meat or ground beef, it would be comparable in price. I'm not exactly sure how much ground beef is these days, but this I'm so excited for. And then I picked up a thing of organic powdered sugar. I do have some of this on hand. I have like half a bag, but my birthday is coming up and I want to make sure that I have some icing or powdered sugar to make icing for cupcakes or cake. I haven't decided what I'm going to make, so I just wanted to make sure I had some enough. And then I've been out of tahini forever and I want to make some hummus, so I went ahead and picked up this organic tahini from Mighty Sesame Company. I have not had this tahini before, but I really love their packaging, and it just has, focus, some roasted sesame seeds, that's it. And I'm excited to try this tahini. I like tahini, but there are some brands of tahini that I prefer over other brands, so I'm excited to see how this compares. And then I got, I got 2 things of pineapples. They were on sale for 99 cents, so I went ahead and picked up 2 pineapples. And then I have been craving tomato soup, and I thought that I had crushed tomatoes, but I didn't. I just have diced tomatoes and tomato sauce cans. And so I went ahead and picked up some San Marzano peeled tomatoes, and I would have preferred crushed, but I can just go ahead and blend this up because I'm going to make some tomato soup. It just has been sounding so good for like the past month, and I'm like, I really want to make that, so definitely will be making some tomato soup. And then I went ahead and picked up some green curry paste. I have a thing of red curry paste on hand, which is really good, but I've been thinking about making a green vegetable curry, so I went ahead and actually picked up 2. And then this was on sale. I haven't tried this roasted garlic base from Better Than Bouillon before, but I love their products, and since it was on sale, I thought, why not go ahead and give this a try. And then I feel like I've needed sesame seeds for months, but I never buy them for certain recipes. So I went ahead and just picked up a bag just to have on hand. And then I went ahead and picked up some of this kielbasa from Tofurky. I haven't had this in a really long time, but it just sounded so good. And I really don't buy a lot of vegan or plant-based meats, but for some reason today I was in the mood for them, and I went ahead and picked up my favorite smoked apple sage vegan sausage from Field Roast. This is one of my favorite brands. I love their products. They're really high quality, and they're made from whole foods, and so I can't wait to have those for dinner. And then I also did pick up some curry powder. I've been on a big curry kick. Since I have the curry paste, I haven't had a curry powder for a while, so I just went ahead and picked up this one, as that is what they had at the store. And then I also picked up a thing of crunchy peanut butter. I actually really like the Smucker's brand of peanut butter. I think it's really good, and it just has let's see, will you focus, peanuts and salt. Normally I will get creamy, but they had crunchy, and I'm like, that sounds good. And then I got some poblano peppers and some jalapeno peppers, some fresh ginger, a green bell pepper, some white onions. And then these are not my favorite brand of tortillas at all, but this is the only brand that my Meijer carries, and I am not about to go to another grocery store or to the Mexican grocery store. That is a little bit of a drive, and I'm trying to avoid going to as many stores as possible. They're okay. They do have a few additives to the ingredient list that I'm not a big fan of, but in a pinch, they're okay. So I went ahead and got some yellow ones, and then I also got some white ones. Between the two, I prefer the white corn tortillas over the yellow ones, but I just love having tortillas on hand, and since I can't get my favorite corn tortillas at the moment, these will be just fine. And then I got 2 heads of red cabbage. Yesterday I was craving some sweet and sour cabbage. I know that sounds so weird, but I'm gonna go ahead and make some of that for dinner one night. And then alongside the sweet and sour cabbage, I thought that these sausages would go so good with that, and I cannot wait for that meal. Let's see, what else did I get? I also got some romaine hearts, and then a bag of yellow potatoes, and then if you can see over there, just some baby spinach. And then over here is all the produce type items. I got 2 things of asparagus, and I'm gonna use these in a couple of recipes. And then I love having fresh herbs on hand, and I got some parsley, some dill. I love cooking with dill this time of year. And then I also got a thing of cilantro because I just love cilantro. And then some green onions. Oh, and then I don't know if I showed the celery. And then I also picked up some almond milk. I usually buy the Cliffia unsweetened almond milk, and they have like two things of it. So I went ahead and picked one up. And then I went ahead and picked up this blonde roast iced coffee from Starbucks. Since I'm not going out and getting coffee, I like to just have this on hand, and I really like the blonde roast. I prefer hot coffee, but I cannot make a pot of coffee to save my life. So I usually get coffee either at Starbucks or local coffee shop, but since I'm in quarantine, I buy this instead just to have on hand to have my morning coffee, because I have to have my coffee every day. It's a necessity. So this is everything that I got in my grocery haul. I think that this will get me through the next couple weeks with all of my pantry staples that I have on hand. I'm really excited to make a couple of the recipes with these ingredients, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you my meal plan once I put all of this stuff away. So I am starting this weekly meal plan actually on Friday. Today is Thursday that I'm recording this, so I'm just starting my week on Friday just to keep things a little bit organized. And so I'm planning on just having some toast and fruit for breakfast. And then I think I'm going to make my green rice with fideo noodles and beans for lunch. Then I'm going to make my vegan goulash for dinner. And then Saturday I will have leftovers some sort for lunch and dinner. Same with breakfast probably too. And then this Sunday is Easter, and I actually have 2 of the vegan faux turkey roast from Trader Joe's left over from Thanksgiving. I bought like 4 in the fall and I froze 2 of them, and so I need to use them up, so I figured I would just make one on Easter. So I think I'm just probably gonna roast one up and then have some roasted vegetables along with that, maybe some potatoes as well. So I'm like, that sounds good for Easter because we're not doing anything for Easter. So I'm just staying home, and I'm like, well, that would be nice to make that. And then Monday, well, for breakfast for most of the week, I'm gonna probably alternate between bagels, some toast, and fruit, and oatmeal. And then I'm planning on making tomato soup, and then chickpea and pineapple stir fry for dinner. That sounds really good. And then I probably will have leftovers for most of my lunches during the week. That's usually what happens. Or I'll make a salad. And then Tuesday, I will make some sort of tacos with whatever I have on hand. Maybe just like a vegetable-based taco is what I'm thinking. Some rice and beans. I could literally live off rice and beans. So good. And so on Wednesday, some oatmeal for breakfast, leftovers for lunch, and then I have some leftover, well, not leftover, but I still have some vegan meatballs that I got from QVC that I made with the Beyond Meat, and so I thought that would be really good on a meatball sandwich, so I'm planning that for dinner. And then on Thursdays, more oatmeal, some sort of sandwich. Maybe I'll have leftover from the night before, or I'll make some sort of like hummus or chickpea sandwich. And then I'm gonna make some almond butter curry noodles for dinner on Thursday. So I think that this is a pretty good plan, and things might alternate and I might have to change things up, but I think this will allow me to use a lot of the stuff that I have on hand. And I think for dinner tonight I'm gonna be making the sweet and sour cabbage with the vegan field roast apple sage sausages. So I think that's what's for dinner tonight. And I'm excited to get more into meal planning again. I used to be really good at meal planning and plan everything out for like a couple weeks at a time, but I just haven't really been into it lately. So I'm excited to keep things organized and have a plan, and that way I'm not like overbuying things and buying things that I don't really need, and then things go to waste, and that is not good. So if you are interested in seeing any of these as like recipe videos, be sure to comment down below. I probably will make a recipe video for my vegan goulash. And then this recipe is already on my blog for the green rice with fideo, which is really good, and it's a great recipe to sneak in some green veggies for the kids. And I will link that down below, but I might record a recipe video for that one and reshoot the photos. I'm not sure. But that's what's for our meals this week. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I would love to know what recipes you are making right now, if you are going to the grocery store, if you are avoiding it at all costs and just cooking from your pantry and your freezer, whatever you have on hand. I love to know what are some of your favorite pantry friendly recipes. Let me know down below, leave a comment, and if you like to see more of these videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.